So hello friend, this is Swapnil and welcome to Learn SAP App. So in this session, we are going to see the second part of how to create a ALV in a WebDemper application. Okay. So in our first ALV tutorial, we have seen the design part of ALV, and in this second tutorial, we are going to see the actual coding part. Okay. So if you still didn't watch the first ALV tutorial, then you may click on the eye icon above, and you may also find the link in the description. Okay. So please check the first part also. Okay. So let's start. Okay friends, so I am in my SAP. So in our last session we have seen till this part, right? We in this in the so here we just embedded our view, and like we have navigated outbound. Now we have provided some navigation link, right? So we'll do the recap whatever we have done in the last session, in our last session so far. So first what we have done, we have just created two node, which is the input field and this is the ALV table. Okay, this is nothing but the parameter on the screen, and this ALV table is will display all the data on ALV screen. Okay, and after that inside this view we have created first design view. In this view we have just mapped this context from component controller to this view context. Okay, from here we have just drag and drop this output field and ALV nodes. Okay, and after that we have just designed this layout. We have designed this layout, right, by adding the three fields, by adding a three fields here, and we have also added the search button, right? And after that we have again created one more view, which is a table view. So in which also in this context we have just mapped the context from component controller to the view context, right? And we have also created the layout, some in which we have just inserted the UI component view container, right? In view container is nothing but it will contain the view of another component, right? So in this container we are going to use the view of SLV web pro table, which is a standard component. Okay, so this thing we are going to see in this video. Okay, and after that what we have done, in this main window we have just embedded our view, this view. We have just embedded our this ALV table view, and after that we have just provided some navigation link from the outbound plug to the inbound plug, right, for the two these two. Okay, if you so if you still didn't watch my first video, click on the link given in the description. Okay, so we are in the second part of this LV tutorial. So let's do the further. Okay, so now what we have to do, we are now in this in the last session we have seen the design thing, right? Now here today we will see the actual coding part. Okay, so as you can see we are going to write the code in this search button, right? Because in our screen we have a search button, correct? Okay, for that what we need to do is, first we just need to go to the ALV table. Okay, so here just click on the ALV table. First we just need to use the component. Okay, so use the standard component which will use in order to display the ALV. Okay, so SAP has provided some standard component. Okay, so we'll give the click on the ZALV table. Okay, and the context what we have, SALV WebImpro table. Okay, this is the standard component which we are going to use in order to display the ALV, right? In order to display the ALV. Okay, so okay, and once you can just check and activate. Once you activate this thing, so as you can see here, one more component users has added here, right? So and you can see the ALV table. Okay, just click scroll, just expand this and just click on the interface control. Okay, so as you can see this is the context which we are this context is coming from this SALV WebImpro component. Okay, so WebImpro table okay, so now we just need to map. Okay, so now we have to just display our data, right? For that what we just need to do, just click on the control uses, and in this control uses we have to select our this current component. Okay, so this is our ZText ALV is a current component. Just click on the current component. Okay, so and in the right hand side as you can see here, we have some input field and ALV table, right? Whatever we have added in this component control, right? So now we have to display this ALV table, right? So in order to display the ALV table in this standard component, for that what we need to do, we have to do some external contextual mapping. Okay, so and if you are thinking about what is the external contextual mapping, then you may also find the link given in the description. I have created one separate video on the external contextual mapping. Okay, if you may find the link in the description, so you may check that thing as well, so you will get the the knowledge about external contextual mapping also. Okay, so for the external contextual mapping, what we have to do is we just need to drag this and drop on this data. Right here we have a context called data, in which you have to just drag and drop. So as you can see here, external mapping for content data was defined. Okay, so this is the very important thing. Okay, so whenever the data you are going to open this ALV table, it will go inside this standard component, and we can see our data on the ALV screen. Okay, so that is done. Just check and activate. Okay, so now we are almost done. Okay, so now we will see the actual coding part. So inside design view, we have a button called search, right, in the main screen. Correct. As you can see, this is our search button as we have added in our first session. Correct. Okay, so this is our button, search button, right? So we have to implement some logic in this search button, right? So for that, what we just need to do, just double click on this search. We'll go inside this, write the code in, just click on the action, and we will just write the code inside this search. Okay, we will just implement the logic in this event handler. Okay, so as you can see, this is the default code as we have already discussed how it's generated, because we have provided outbound plug. Okay, so here we just need to actions, main logic. Okay, so now what we have in our main screen, we have a three parameter, right? But when we click on the search button, we should get them data. Okay, but the three, how we can read this three, the what are the value we have entered in this view. Okay, for that, what we just need to do is just click on this code wizard, and you can find the read wizard. Then just click on the context, and here we have to select the input fields. Okay, and click on OK. Once you click on the OK, you can find some auto generated code over here, right? So here, so and you can see here, get static attribute in this ls input field. In this structure, you will receive the value whatever you have entered on your screen. Okay, so now we have to implement our logic. So what we will write, we just need to select the data, right? So we'll write, let's just define data amp type standard table of type standard table of ZEMP data. This is the data. This is a table from which we are going to fetch the data. So we'll write select start from ZEMP data into table LDEMP. Okay, where we will give what, where we have a f name equal to ls input field, right? Here we will select as a first name and city equal to ls input field city and country equal to ls input field country. Okay, country. Okay, then if size submerge is initial, then what will we write? We'll just sort lt employee to, sorry, by emp id, as we have emp id is a key field. Okay, check and activate. Okay, so so till this point we have a data in this lt employee table. Okay, so whatever data we are going to fetch based on the value entered on the screen. Okay, so this is the structure in which we will receive the only whatever we have entered in this screen. Okay, in this design view screen. Okay, value. So based on this value we are just fetching the data from this as the employee table. Okay, so now we need to just bind this data to this our lb table, right? For that what we just need to do is, again, just click on the code wizard, and as you can find here, set as a table operational, and click on the context, and we just select the table LV table. Okay, and click on OK. Okay, so once you click on OK, so here as we have a data in this LT employee, copy this LT employee and just replace this table with this LT employee. Okay, that's it. So now in this, okay, so what we have done, we have just okay, so what we have done, we have first just read the data whatever we have entered in the, or we read the value from the screen whatever you have in screen in this structure, and based on this value we are just fetching the data in this lt employee internal table, and this internal employee we are binding to this LV table. Okay, so here lt employee. Okay, so now, okay, so now we are almost done with our coding part. So okay, so we'll go again to the main window, and as you can see here in this ALV table view. Okay, so here we have just used the view container view element. What does it mean? It means like we are going to call, we are going to it. What does it mean? It will hold the data, it will hold the view of another component, okay, which is our standard component. Okay, whatever we have used in this here uses component. Okay, here GSLV web number. Okay, for that what we just need to do in the main window, we just need to okay, so here as you can see view container. So in this view container we have to display the data. So for that what we have to do is we just need to embed view. Okay, so just click on the right view on the view container, and here we have to just select the our this the employee table. Okay, this is the table interface. Okay, so that means like we are just using the table inside this view container. Okay, here view container. Okay, so we are almost done. Okay, just check and activate. Okay, so now last step is we have to just generate our application. Okay, for that what need to just right click on this main our component and create, then WebDimper application. Here we'll give as a LV table application. Okay, okay, so check, save. Okay, so now we will check our output. Okay, so just click on execute. Okay, so now as you can see our browser has opened. So now let me put some name here. We'll put name label. Oh sorry, this is the country actually, but I think we didn't save. That is, it is coming as a label. So this is a country actually, so we'll give as a India, and city I will give as a Mumbai. Okay, we'll give as a Pune, because for Mumbai we don't have data in a table. So now as you go, when you click on the search button, so now as you can see we have a data in this ALV table. Okay, when I click on the back, so we'll put some other thing. We'll click on the Mahesh India Pune. Okay, the search, as you can see the single data, right? Again we will just change something like Samir, and we will just select the city as a Punjab, and we'll click on the search. So as you can see our data, we are displaying the data on the ALV screen. Okay, so and also you can see that when you click on the back button, it's triggering the outbound plug, and it's coming inside this first view through the inbound plug. Okay, so this is the way we can this is our first step. This is the way we can do our ALV creation. Okay,
If you like this video, then press the like button below. If you have any doubt, then write me in the comment section below. If you want to learn more about a app, then visit to my website www.learnasapapp.com. The link is also given in the description. and please subscribe to my channel and press the bell icon to get notification about my next upcoming videos. Okay, so friends, bye, signing out.